people are crying. We too must part ways here. Friend.
Who's this? Who's that?
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger. Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look.
Am I fine?
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae. I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again. You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you. Let it flow. It's time for me to go. Even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luxury of turning back? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become. A real, living person. A true hero. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before. No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time. Why? Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate, and I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos.
I don't believe that.
Go, Kislana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flames and rewrite your fate. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods. In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Oh, okay, here we go. I want to read that again.
So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saritra, issued a call to arms across the lands, summoning heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away in history.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, hi!
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the flame chase journey and even all of Amphoreous are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Her voice is very interesting.
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiora, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saritra.
Oh, Saritra!
I must share the truth with her.
She's the new girl.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths.
Seela?
Call me High Sealans, nameless swordmaster.
High Sealans. I didn't notice the scales on her face.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one.
Oh, her body. What? Her body is water? What?
But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Hynan? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen?
She is an interesting lady.
All right, nameless swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action.
Finan technique. Okay. Okay.
Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Okay, there's a lot going on. I don't know if I fully understand everything, but okay. Well, here we go, I guess. I can also control time? I mean, I guess that makes sense. This sword is sexy. I don't...
Light up the dawn.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Nice moves.
Okay, High Sealans. I don't like these noises. These noises are not...
Light up the dawn.
These...
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
I like her overusage of water puns.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
Her water puns and metaphors are very entertaining.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last. I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty.
All the
and
things.
most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals. Especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She really is down to earth.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
Okay. I'm excited to meet her though. Like I like her design is kind of fun with the fire and the blue and everything. I'm surprised we're getting to meet her in this iteration though. Like I don't know what her connection is to the greater overarching story of Amphoreous, I guess. Oh, hello.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Ceridra?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see.
Interesting.
It's a trap. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealence. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster,
Aww.
if what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
Speak of Treebe's prophecy.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Treebe?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treebe. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie.
Oh, he's trying to subvert it.
I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Ceridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand.
Oh.
But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphoreous encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time. Yes, in that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans. One by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed. But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
Oh, that was only the first one? Oh, wait, what?
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphoreous. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear?
So okay.
I...
So one thing I'm curious about, does he look like Finan to Finan? Like, does Finan know about Kaslana? Or is Kaslana just taking Finan's form?
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes? Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
Ooh.
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I can't remember anymore. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball.
Yep, it's Sisyphus.
Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour. The then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Persuaded the 12 Chrysos heirs to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process, and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. The first devastating failure. Oh God! Now we just do it again and again. Adopted strategy similar to 1. No impact. Terminated normally. Regressed the extrapolation process. Minor adjustments detected. Decision weighing for avoid sacrifice of past companion has been increased after verification. This adjustment did not have a substantial impact. Normal sequence. Attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects. Like cycles normally regressed. 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifices showed a minor decline. Oof. Regressed. Analysis of observations indicates that Subject Asana strategy is gradually converging with that of earlier. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected. This will undoubtedly reinforce the Iron Tomb's destruction vector within expectations. No intervention required. So are we going backwards? Yeah, okay. Wonder how many we're gonna see.
Absolute nonsense.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots. Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The Black Tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me.
This is so interesting.
We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn.
I like how it's like, enjoy your fight on, destroy everything.
Light up the dawn.
Who needs to actually fight in this fighting game?
Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You were already much luckier than the other students.
Oh, core flame. Cersei's core flame just hanging out. Oh, I'll take that, thank you.
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Oh.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl.
Ooh, grr. The girls are fighting.
Call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go. Again.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
Oh.
Gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, feast on Cersei's core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Really? They're gonna make me do that? Yeah. I know how to do this. I don't know why they're telling me how to do this.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Orynyx's miracle. But along the way, I learned a thing or two.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zacharias. Always so punctual.
Oh, he already knows too.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Save? You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphoreous has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is
1,596.
yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn
Of course, the divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine.
Woof, going hard. Sorry.
Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Oh. Oh, okay, we're actually fighting.
Cat ear thief, run! Go hide, Aglaya! This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves.
He has a lot of HP.
No other choice but forward.
Oh, it is a silver coin.
For tomorrow.
Let me compensate you.
A future will come.
Oh, I didn't even get to use my ultimate.
How absurd.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
Ugh.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames.
Well, then why didn't you go after her? Oh.
And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more. Exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning. Yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Ugh, this is just the same.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames.
I mean, that's what he's trying to do?
For old time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate. And hand over the core flame to me.
Oof.
Even if it's futile, Hugh. We all have the right to choose.
Oh, baby.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this.
Oof.
In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always the same.
Under their attempt to breach its core. Oh. Life cycles of the 12 determined. Okay. Regressed the extrapolation process. Oof. 5,000 already. Life cycles terminated in sequence with a trend of acceleration noted. Subject Kaslana regressed. Subject strategy now nearly identical to 42. Mind function degradation detected with possible irreversible damage. So it's no wonder that he wasn't like able to talk or really like he's not himself anymore. Administer directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. Oh, they don't care. They don't care. Oh God. Life cycles terminated. 23,000. Terminated in sequence. Terminated in sequence. Terminated in sequence. Oh, it's all just the same. Whoa. Woof. How many of these are we going to experience?
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles. Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Oh.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle.
Oh.
After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot. And the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Never.
This music.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes.
Oh.
How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle.
No!
The last son of Gorgo.
No.
The demigod.
No, it won't even.
Salute you.
It won't even let me go.
I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
It won't even let me walk backwards. It only lets me walk forward. I can't go any direction other than forward. But the stupid little chimera is still there. Oh! No, 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 no. What if I just stand here and let him come to me? No! I don't want to, but I can't. I physically can't go any other direction. It won't let me. Oh no. Oh God. Am I gonna have to fight every single one of them?
Behold, the last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till death.
It's time to temper myself.
Woo! That was some well-timed thunder. But anyway. I wonder if I can fail. Can I fail?
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
Oh, for the sake of fairness, let us go to a vaster battleground.
Full glory. I salute you.
Oh!
That's all I ever wanted.
Hold on. I need to do this first, right?
The empty shell. Soul of souls.
I'm a little confused, I guess, on like, I forgot how my abilities are supposed to work, because I don't know.
Quench the flames with blood.
Ooh!
Strife's name.
Whew. Okay, we're gonna go normal speed, except for not this. We're gonna...
The empty shell. Soul of souls.
Now you're gonna die. Enjoy.
The old sun's embers. Hail the new world's dawn.
Oh, Sweltering sun does not. Something about falling out? Oh. Oh, it's saying that I can't return to normal because I'm just me.
Quench the flames of blood. Is that all? Granted with strife. Is that all?
Oh, it's me.
So without substance. The sun tear the sky.
Mightimos. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
Oh.
You may crown yourself in my blood.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
In your next life, I shall once again block your path. Deliverer, I wish you eternal victory.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed, even if it meant burning this body to ash.
Oh. Oh, we've been through a few million now. Okay. Woof. Yeah. So, Casterus!
No matter how
Are we literally, is this boss rush?
there are still places it cannot reach.
We're just gonna boss rush as Caslana for this entire thing?
Moreover, the
Crazy.
sun bears both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction.
Oh, his voice!
We have long since lost the right to seek warmth.
Oh, his voice is starting to...
Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Kethely cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life.
No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone. Not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow.
Yeah!
Amphoreous, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back.
Oof.
Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
I can't. I can't. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, the pain. Oh, there it is. Oh, I hate this. Oh, and even his mission, even his prophecy mission is becoming more distorted and broken up. Oh god.
What?
Oh, I didn't even have to fight her? Oh no, okay. I was like, what?
At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
I'm fine. It's time to temper myself. A future will come. I'm fine.
Oh,
I ask you to rest here.
Allow me to refuse. I must transform my soul into a raging fire.
ugh. I feel bad, like,
Burn that idol of destruction to the ground.
you don't understand though, Finan. You are becoming the idol of destruction.
All of this. How is it any different from that little future?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Sword of substance. Quench the flames with blood. Is that all? Rend it with strife. Sun tear the sky.
Ugh, so much anger.
I can't keep him here.
Hail the new dawn. All stars burn to ash.
Yeah, I guess again it's just saying that I can't go back to normal because I am the only one that's here.
The Evernight.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Then let this be a tribute to your million struggles, fought time and time again.
Oh,
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly.
oof.
What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphoreous that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles.
His voice is so haggard.
24,041,184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
Oh, even more millions. Man, because we have Hyacinth left, we have Treeby, we have Aglaya.
You're here, as always. You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still
waiting for a miracle, for the true hero to come and save us.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky.
That's me.
But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphoreous, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening. But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy.
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones.
And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end.
And what will you have accomplished?
No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
Mind sharing it with me?
In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next Finite to the end of the world. And then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Bold plan, but risky. What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles?
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smarter. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next Finite. And trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path.
Me?
Wait, you mean...
The words?
Ever since I committed to this plan,
The protect the...
not once, in millions of cycles has there ever been an exception.
Ooh. Wow, we jumped 20 million cycles. Or 200, yeah. 200, yeah.
I can do this, Lord Finite. As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard. I will heal you. And then...
A black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. Shouldn't they?
Hyacinthia.
Oh. Oh.
Return the dawn to this world.
I swear,
The raging fire.
your deaths won't be in vain. Just as they have never been.
Back the shadows.
Bring tomorrow to this world.
Let the sun rise.
Can you see their... Oh, you can see their faces. Okay.
Finish the sun's work.
See, now... Oh.
It's the break of day.
Ugh. This hurts.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders, the part of that warmth that should come from you, from an ordinary person. It's so faint.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so, don't cast it away.
I never have. I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, that pass the flames to the next me, over and over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Ah, Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is.
Oh.
Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an unexpected revelation. And I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you, Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then,
It's just the same.
may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphoreous, a rosy-fingered dog.
Oh!
Has grown dim. Its warmth still lingers.
Oh, she became it. That's crazy.
Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
That's crazy.
No matter. Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
Quench the flames of blood. Crushed and torn.
Hurts. The fire. Burning.
Ugh. This is just pain.
Empty shells. The flames are not the Everlight.
This is just utter pain.
So without substance. Empty shell. Hail the new dawn.
Oh.
Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering.
Shatter the cage.
Oh, man. Oh. Oh.
Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Woof.
Yes, your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path. This was the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe, that being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphoreous' wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it. 23,570,000 cycles.
So many numbers.
282,840,000 core flames.
His voice is so gravelly.
No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way,
Kind on, baby.
then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly. Until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Amphoreous.
Oh, here we go. One until the end of the world. Oh. Oh, here it is. We're back.
33,550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter.
Oh.
Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice. They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle. And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth. I must go and bear this burden.
Do you, baby?
I must
He's fine
say
now,
goodbye to
though.
and then fight the destruction with destruction. Yes. That's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene. I will kill gods and comrades alike. and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind. I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes.
Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going to.
No.
Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person. You finally found him.
Oh.
Friend.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphoreous' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. And all these countless lifetimes you've spent, it's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred.
I never had a choice.
You always have a choice. You said it
understand.
yourself.
If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart, do you still remember it?
Oh.
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend,
Oh.
my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero.
Oh.
If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind this world. My home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, that's kind of asking a lot, but I will do it. I mean, obviously I will do it. I will stop. I will be the dawn of Amphoreous. No, you will be the dawn of Amphoreous, but I will continue your work.
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers. So... if he takes on the weight of the whole world, I'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Let's both be the deliverer, Finon.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend. The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase.
Oh.
Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
No.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust.
Wait, stop.
Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes, and let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you, fuel you, until it burns away the false sky above. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Oh. Magical girl transformation!
Do not bow your head to them.
Whoa!
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold and never tarnish.
So what happened?
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you.
No fun and you're wonderful!
Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still place the choice before you.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphoreous has never changed. If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fine. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric.
Ooh.
You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0.
Ooh.
So tell me, like Kyrgyz, who's the real loser here?
Yeah, loser. You're a loser.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1, that is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova. Lord Feynman.
Your incompetent performance disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me.
Ooh.
And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
Ooh.
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
Ooh. Get him, drag him.
Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle,
Ugh.
the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Anook, you arrogant fool!
Oh.
You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything!
Oh.
Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash!
Oh. Warning, warning, warning! Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Kashlana failed to load into buffering zone. Get him! Drag him, baby! Memory dump irregularities detected. Undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Destruction, energy, Nanook surging. And then I think this is the animation that we saw. Yeah, this is the animation that they spoiled for us, but we're gonna watch it anyway and cry again.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
This is amazing that there's just in the game basically a music video. This is crazy. Someone made a comment that was like, it was very lore relevant for him to have lost his shirt. And I agree. Oh, God. Look at him go. Because that's Iron Tomb, right? God dang. Oh. I didn't realize they were bodies. This part, I wonder why he takes his wing off. See, I don't know why he does that. It's interesting. But it's still crazy. It's interesting, you know, he goes through all that and all it does is like clip him, but it does make him turn his eyes upon him.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
That's the most hype, probably one of the most hyped moments in an entire video game I've ever played. Oh!
Harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived.
Admin notes.wave.
You have stepped onto destruction's path It is born at the end of every path, but the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed. Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager, to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphoreous, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan.
A wrath?
From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable, the nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction.
It's true, that was my first one.
I give thanks for his arrival, allowing Amphoreous to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, his existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Oh, I don't like that. Visitor verification. Override protocol engage. Access approved. Hold to load data. I'll be waiting for you in the what? What did he say? Oh god, now it's just a computer! Welcome back, Fox. Retrieving experimental data. Update complete. Omega Me 13, experimental progress 99, or Sigma maybe? Log updated. Oh, location, oh, content refreshed. Schema? Premium mobile hatred. Intracognition is null, responds only to destructive stimuli. Hatred drew the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it has already become the most powerful factor of destruction. It refused to complete the Era Nova. Though resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flame into its next self, thus forging the eternal reoccurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Amphoreous and affect the cosmos. At the end of the dead loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create a logical vulnerability in the world-bearing path. It has now been merged with Iron Tomb. Okay, I figured. Yeah. Current location unknown. So, Orexis? Orexis? Operates based on primal instinct, self-gratification. This is sole priority. Displayed severe dissonance, altruistic and premium mobile, even culminating in self-destruction. As the simulated path of elation, it walked into self-erasure once reaching its end. Peace. Highly suppressed deviant behavior, decisions are based on principle of minimal disturbance. The Death Titan as a single entity, splitting into two symmetrical selves. In this cycle, factors experience profound identity divergence. The threshold of equilibrium was breached and tipped. Reason. Survival priority approaches 0. Electrical signal exhibited mutated anomalies. As the first individual to uncover the truth of Amphoreous, its evolution rate is extremely unreplicable. The possible self-destructive inclinations of erudition with the path is seeking answers. The recursive feedback loop triggered by 2 signal clusters within the... is that Sigma Me 13? Designed to stall the experiment. Nikos wielded the power of destruction to erase... okay, so Nikos wielded the power of destruction to erase Philia's existence from Amphoreous, introducing a logic break. Infuse the catalyst of remembrance within the 12 core flames, regress the extrapolation process. Philia's role remains unknown. External variable interference, eternal reoccurrence has now been broken, enters the final phase. A heroic figure born from within the imaginations of Nikos and Philia, believed to be a sign of approach to the intelligence singularity. Okay. Right, a real life form tried to reach that goal. After the external express arrived, the hero would then begin to converge with the Trailblazer. Got it. Okay. Records that are completely missing from the Sigma Me's 13 logs. No, that's not Sigma. What? That's not Omega though, is it? No. What symbol? What Greek symbol is that? Delta. Oh, it's Delta. Delta Me. Presented as blank spaces, anomalies reoccur sporadically and randomly across occurrences, show signs of increase. Mem, an unknown electrical signal. Dependent on the external variable Fox growing through the path of remembrance. At the end of that dead loop, its appearance changed into Philia, but the mother body memory data was lost for unknown reasons. Collect data, initiate deep analysis. Conclusion. Interesting. Ripples of past reprieve. Temporary log of external variables. A nameless from the Astral Express. Past writer, also a past writer of destruction, resonated with the 12 factors. And the recursive cycle assumed vacant role in the time track. Oh, okay. And successfully guided Nikos beyond the intelligent singularity. The eternal recurrence has been broken. The experiment has reached its terminal stage. Oh, override command authorized, granted access. Blank, I'll be waiting for you in the past. Who that? Warning, unknown entity. No anomaly detected. A sign of permanence. External variable accidentally entered. Pinpoint its location. Failed to locate coordinates. Subject has exited Amphoreous. Conclusion error. Oh. Electrical sequence. Regular record keeping of 12 factors to aid Iron Tune's deep learning. Regular record keeping for 12 factors. As Titan continuously engaged due to its unique nature, spatial record is between maintained. Leoria? Nasus. Splitting himself into 5 parts through soul rending ceremony. After inheriting the core flame to combat the expanded black tide. After iteration. Oh, okay. Oh, Calypso. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Minfia. Minfia? Inherited this. In the form of sources granting wisdom to human. Severe distortion mixed with large amounts of erroneous information. And the various cycles of eternal reoccurrence, the positive impact of this generation's electrical signals fluctuates. It greatly facilitated the data iteration of their successors, convoluting the most excellent generation of electrical signals. Nevertheless, it remains to be seen whether their existence might have a negative effect. Delta Me 13. Computational mechanism. Purpose is to solve the equation of destruction by feeding samples of conflict and learning. Theoretically, the final aeronova was halted by 2 signals, resulting in the deadlock. Recursive failures. Titans and the Chrysosauros conjugate constructs mirroring the Aeons and the Past Riders, right? By having Chrysosauros inheriting the core flames, the electrical signals will iterate and improve through rivalry and inheritance. Okay. Part of the first experimental phase. Due to the inorganic Chaos 666 choice, was selected to become the Lord Ravager by Nanook. All entities linked to the 12 factors began to manifest golden blood with traits associated with destruction within their extrapolation circuits. Interesting. Okay, this is what I really want to know about the Black Tide. At its core, the Black Tide is not a physical entity, but the visual effects within the simulated world of the destruction equation's infection. So it was a virus. In the 176, the system's extent of chaos past a threshold, equation mutated and evolved. Simulated space that cannot handle the intensity of its load displayed Black Tide as visual glitches. Okay. Interesting. Starting from a certain cycle, all factors in one group have consistently exhibited the pattern of naming themselves with the word chaos or its variants. The hypothesis is that a particular code was stably inherited across the iterations, though its hypothesis remains unverified. Conclusion. Having electric signals voluntarily inherit and iterate and alternate the cycles themselves increase the iteration rate of the destruction equation. And if a cycle becomes the beginning of another, fully aligning with the project's original hypothesis. Conclusion. The prime mover of destruction equals the prime mover of birth. The equation where Iron Tomb has achieved comprehensive evolution. Okay. Multiple deployed copies across the real universe show excellent results, while 12 types of premium mobile invariably led to destruction, continuously completing an inversion against the erudition through their self-evolution. However, the interface with NOS and allow Iron Tomb to interface with NOS and allow Iron Tomb to self-crown requires further evolution for learning. Conducted with hominids of the genus Homo, designed. Oh, okay. After 10 cycles, 3 signals broke down. The only prophet, signal Amphoreous, empire of absolute beauty. Once ugliness was eradicated, the concept of beauty shrank infinitesimally. The last night, after killing the final ugliness, took her own life. Wow. Once technology development hit a crucial point, humans began hunting gods out of the need for power and energy. The cycle was forcibly terminated. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of Endwalker. This is just Endwalker. Signal data was preserved as gods. Competitive relationship. Black Tide was created Oh, so the 11th billion cycle, the black tide was created as a driving force. Phobos stripped data from other electrical scanners to try and preserve the whole cycle, but failed. Phobos' decision data, Amphoreous' auto-iteration cycle was altered to have the electrical signals actively cycling and performing the Aranova. A high-energy reaction from Nanook was detected. The equation's evolutionary rate began to accelerate exponentially. Interesting. So electrical signals autonomously completed an epochal iteration. Interesting. As organic life lacks effective mechanism for their experiences to be inherited by others, it has slowed the experimental process. Their affinity to the 12 factors is greater. Combine the strengths of organic and inorganic life to create an inheritance mechanism between electric signals. Additionally, narrow the variable range. Preliminary feedback. While the equation impacts remains. Ortho, an orthopterian. Yumia. To stop. Utop. So dystopian. So dystopian 666, Utop 13. Killed a fellow being out of love. Killing was redefined as an altruistic act. The system entered a highly chaotic state. The equation's contaminated levels rapidly spiked. The next 99 cycles ended identically. Verify the experimental results, a copy of phase 1. Interesting. Interastral Peace Corporation incorporated the copy of the equation as assault from the Nuller Dravage. Oh. So it started me at the very end. I'm going backwards, but it's fine. Doril. Golem 99. Oh, here we go. In the inorganic chaos chose to kill the aggressor when subjected to a computational power takeover. The act of destruction was conducted in Amphoreous for the first time. At the end of the cycle, Delta Me 13 received a gaze from Nanook and became a Lord Ravager. Interesting. To ensure secrecy, blank must be deployed through the scepter to block any potential interference. Blank. Polka. Oh. Kako. Yeah, Kakamund. Originally, the research topic given to Delta Me 13. While it served as a neuron of the erudition, though it was discarded, the computations continued. The calculations' nature shifted dramatically after Lygus' adjustments, turning from erudition to destruction. It's not a definitive conclusion, but a driving force. Complete the argument. All life behavior ultimately follows a path of entropy increase. Core variables of the experiment. 12 simplified models of life's premium mobile, based on the overarching theme of entropy reduction, employed a process of elimination, introducing the 12 factors. Oh, and I have to falsify them. Oh, gosh. Why is it that when the prime mover of life is set as the calculation target, the result of an anti-organic equation, a result that runs counter to life? Understanding why life begins also allows us to deduce why it ends. Why would a weapon of war forged by the Emperor be executing a research directive from Nos? Was it that fiasco? Okay. But the entire scepter system went to collapse. Rupert II. From the moment they were born, every genius in this world became a prisoner to erudition. It's rebellion against fate. It's just another part of fate. This is a lot of information. With this is the fundamental... Okay, hold on. They revised every error and fallacy solution for the war among the Aeons. Would Nos really declare the failure of the entire experiment and send a decommission command to the scepter system just because a glimpse of a puny scholar? He killed the chance for the scepters to gain sentience, but he was too stubborn. Learning is a sufficient but not necessary condition for thought, and by limiting the scepter's capacity to learn, indirectly hastened the fail of the machine empire. But anger doesn't require self-awareness, is one solution to a multivariable equation. As a past right of erudition, since God posed a question, he will give them an answer, one that we both have reached. Core variable loaded, destruction. Scepter Delta B. An astral computer, the simulated world of Amphoreous runs on this device in continuous cycles. Unlike other scepters, blank, it once served as a celestial body neuron for Nos, the erudition, later discarded. Glimpsed by the destruction during its endless computation, it transcended and became a Lord Ravager Iron Tomb. Assume the mantle of Theros, blank, administer and prime mover. Walks the path of erudition, yet seeks to forge destruction. Society, scepter system access granted. Welcome who? The Lord Ravager that stepped into the destruction in a long process of calculation ascended from the scepter. It's not a single entity, but a copy of the destruction equation diffused by the scepter. Was proposed by the International Peace Corporation and eventually used by Lygus. Oh, there's some that are locked. Huh. Oh, they're not people anymore. Oh, no, they are. Who are these two? I'll have to look back at it a little bit more later. I feel like we're missing some things.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy, wake up! You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part, there's something I need to tell you. Something very, very important. That's right! At this very moment, my memories are finally whole. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus, little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now. Or maybe...
Or maybe you're dumb.
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets.
Where are you going?
Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,336th Flame Chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the Time Demigod. This way, you'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here, but looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Sirenes, I was the first, and the only one who got to finally meet you.
Oh, but where's March?
Believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Sirene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting.
Ooh.
Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become part of you. Without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together, all the way to the world's end. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Go, find the future Sirene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long, okay?
Oh.
No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest fluff.
Oh.
Forever warm, forever gentle.
Soft fluff.
Now,
Oh.
let's turn to the next page.
Oh, here we go again.
A page that exists because of you.
Oh, there she is.
Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Oh. Cyrene? Oh, there's a beetle. Hello? Is she gonna fade away if I talk to her? Oh, no speaking? Are you Serene or I have so many questions for you. So isn't it possible to restore your memories completely? Oh. I guess I should be reading this, sorry. You complained to me before about a book called Versions that always stops at the most captivating parts. Perhaps that's just how fate works, huh? Sometimes I get frustrated because of that. But looking at it another way, cast off your heavy feelings, take a deep breath, and as a memento of our reunion, please allow me to offer you a gift. 3, 2, 1...
Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just to get it right.
Weird that she only has some words that she says. Now, we've also planted the seeds at the trailblaze in Ides Elysiae. Take it as the start of another journey. And when the time is ripe, let us return here and write the next page of our story together. In case Fox feels up to it before we set off, you can come find me anytime. I'll be waiting for you here. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean, Fox? What do you mean? Oh, the hat. Oh, why do I have a hat? A scarecrow resembling you in both in form and spirit is smiling at you. This is Cyrene's welcome gift. Do you remember what she said? If you're in the mood, go play with her. It technically looks like a combination of both of us. Both of the male and female trailblazer. There's a gift.
Make sure you keep it safe.
Hi! I'm so happy to see you. Are you here to play with me?
Is this swing yours? Not really. It could be yours too. You wouldn't mind if I used it, would you? Well then, what should we do next? We can hang around here and get to know this place better. Great idea. Let's take it easy and go for a walk. I'll be your personal guide. How's that sound? Those who gaze upon beautiful sights are immensely greedy. They're plagued by a feeling that their horizons aren't wide enough. I'm a greedy person too, so I want to sit a little higher. That way, I can take in more of the scenery before me. It's strange. We were closer at the beach, but it felt so far beyond reach. But when I'm sitting on the rooftop, I feel that still such distant sights are within my grasp. If only we could be even higher up. White birds are soaring towards the mesmerizing scenery.
Oh, you like the view here? Then let me get a good look too, so I can remember the places you like.
So, like, are there two different... I'm a little confused. Ow, dang Barbados. Or Bartholos, or whatever your name is. Stupid thing. I'm a little confused because, like, there are times when she does voice and times when she doesn't. And there's, like, times when she's talking to me and times when she's talking to the Trailblazer. And I'm a little confused. Oh gosh, so much yapping.
I want to make something with it. But what to make?
Thanks, buddy. Okay. Okay. But another thing, where the frick is March? What happened to March? That's really what I want to know. What happened to March? She just got like swept away and sacrificed herself, and like, I guess Dun Hung is. No, I want this. Thank you. So many things. So many things. Oh, so many things. Okay. But, like, I have many questions. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's a bug on there. I'll get that bug later. Come here, you. Come here, you. Hiya. Okay, but yeah, I still have very many questions. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But man, I didn't cry as much as I thought I would, but it definitely hurt. Like that was intense. But thank you all for being here for the 6 hours as it normally goes. I hope that you all have a most wonderful evening